We're chatting already. We're on air. We're on air. It's the rapping granny, you see. Maybe the rapping granny will not be quiet, and that's why you're doing what you're doing now.
Yes.
So it's Joy Francis, our guest now. Very good morning to you.
No, good morning.
Should we just explain the story a little bit first?
Yeah, Joy has proved you are never too old to give things a go. Her rap battles have been viewed thousands of times online. We're going to speak to her in just a second, but let's see her in action.
Should have told me you got a new bowl cut, I would have asked. They say we should respect the elderly because we'll be old one day, but I'll show you respect because I don't want you haunting me from the grave. I know you want to win, but you failed from you challenged me. And I know you're trying to be an artist, but Nationwide has nothing to do with Banksy.
I'm a high-speed train. You're the late replacement bus. And the difference between us? I've got guts, and you make a fuss over a paper cut. I'm rich, roasted coffee. You're gold blend.
I'm delighted to say Joy France. Joy Z joins us now. Morning.
Good morning.
I cannot believe you were just telling us then that was the first time you even tried this.
Yeah, that wasn't on a league. That was, yeah, I've levelled up since then.
And how on earth did you start?
Oh, it's a long, complicated, weird story. I didn't wake up and think, one day I'm going to be, a whole series of events led me to, I was trying to do 60 new things before I was 60, then 61 things and so on. And yeah, battle rap was suggested, and I ended up battling for real on proper leagues and everything. I mean, I've just come back from Ireland a couple of weeks ago. I was battling on Ireland's biggest ever card on a league called Rapperswil against a Canadian guy in front of this packed room. It was, yeah. So
how did it go?
It was amazing. Yeah, he was
did you
amazing.
Win?
It wasn't a judged one. We just did it. We just did it for that. Yeah, it was fantastic.
So, Joy, go back a little bit for us
Yes.
in your story.
Yes.
So your day job was as a
teacher. Yeah.
Who are you teaching?
I started off teaching special needs primary kids, and then worked with kids who were excluded from school or kids who had health issues, and worked in Salford at pupil referral unit and things like that. Because I was always, all my life, really shy, really quiet, and always worried about what people were thinking, how would people judge me. And so I used to be, literally, just wouldn't speak to people. And yeah, got a bit of confidence. And then in my mid-50s, I discovered performance poetry. And I started winning slams and awards and performing at festivals and things like that.
So do you have a kind of, because instinctively I'm thinking teachers have a certain confidence. If you stand in front of a class, you have a certain confidence.
Yeah, but I only ever work with little classes and small groups, never in front of big.
So do you have a completely different persona that takes over when you're in battle? When you're doing your thing? What is that persona?
No, I mean, I just try and be myself, because the thing about battle rap is it's brutal. It's really brutal, but I couldn't go in sounding, yo, and it just would be ridiculous. So I try and have my own voice, and a lot of it is done with aggression, but a lot of it's comedy and wordplay as well. So I can pull on the poetry side.
I'm interested to know, what happened when you hit 55? Something must have happened to make you just think, I don't care about this anymore, I don't care what anyone thinks anymore. What was it?
It was quite gradual. It wasn't a Control-Alt-Delete. It was a little sort of... essentially, I decided to follow some coincidences that happened just to shake things up. Nothing weird, just to see what happened. And I ended up doing some of the strangest things ever. I went with 100 people walking cabbages through Manchester on Leeds with a Chinese artist and all sorts of things. But one of them led me to poetry and, yeah, this strange world. Because it must look like a mismatch, me being in the world of battle rap, but it isn't, because there's so many different people there. It's so welcoming and it's gentle, and away from the battles that are brutal, it's where lots of people, people talk about their mental health, are there for each other, and they've absolutely just accepted me.
Do you think they're a little bit phased, maybe? That, when on first sight you're thinking, yeah, maybe a little bit. Are you able to do? Can you do a bit for us? Can you do something?
The problem is. Right, and you had to sift a lot through to get that footage, because most of it isn't broadcast.
Oh, okay.
What are we talking? Language?
Or content or anything.
Yours?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Oh,
okay.
Yeah, I do it for real. I'm not pretending. I'm doing this like everybody else.
Right.
Yeah.
Can you do us a version without the language? Or is that too...
It's probably difficult. It's
Is
probably.
it?
And it's difficult because when I did my first league battle, which was on a league called King of the Ronalds, I had a documentary film crew making a film about it. So I had the pressure of trying to make it into a documentary and yet edit out and keep it whatever. And in fact, it's going to be shown at Hebden Film Festival soon. So it's like Hebden Bridge. And so, but how do you get the rawness of it and yet...
And of course, I guess the thing is, if you're going to do battle rap, you need someone to battle against.
Oh, yes.
So you'd have to...
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I do it a cappella. That means some people do it on beat, and I also do it where you prepare. So you find out about your opponent, and you use whatever you can find. So, yeah.
What do they say about you?
Oh, everything. Oh, my goodness. Anything you can imagine. Oh, mean, gross. Yeah. I mean, the guy who I've just battled in Ireland,
Careful now.
He was happy with this, but he was a year cancer free. So I actually had some bars about I was going to achieve what cancer couldn't achieve and things like this that were like things. But he came back at me with so many things about my age and.
Well, lovely to see you this morning. I'm glad you kept it.
It's the tip of the iceberg,
yes.
But it's such a welcoming scene. It really is. They've just accepted me as one of theirs because it isn't all, as you would think, big, tough, hard. It's architects and everybody. It's
lovely to see you, Joy. Thank you very much.
Thank you for asking me.
That is it from us today. Breakfast will be...